always an absolutely tragic day when your favorite makeup products are discontinued. However, are there some makeup products that need to be discontinued? I honestly think that there is. I've rooted through my makeup collection today and I have found some makeup that's maybe a little bit outdated, some makeup that it's just not with the times right now. And if this is your favorite makeup, then please, this is all just a bit of fun. This is just my personal opinion. Definitely let me know your personal opinion down below because that would be so interesting. I did do a video a few months back now, and that was talking about makeup that was discontinued that I just wish would come back. But I sat down and I thought, well, what about the opposite? Makeup that is still around that she needs to go. She needs to go. She needs to be updated. She needs to be reformulated. She needs to be something. And that is what I'm talking about today. But just before we do jump into the video, if you have not already, like and subscribe. I upload every single day here on my YouTube channel. I hope you do enjoy my content and my face. I love bright, fun, colorful makeup. Today I am wearing blue. I have done 3 videos today. So if you're getting bored of this makeup look, I'm very sorry. This is hopefully the last one, but I just love blue eyeshadow so much and I'm a very busy girl, so changing my makeup in between takes, not happening, sorry. But just look at the sparkles, look at the beautiful sparkles, stunning. As always, everything on my face will be linked down below, as well as everything that is spoken about in this video. I have gone online and tried to find these products, so I don't think any of these are discontinued. If they are, let me know, and it just proves my point even more. There you go. So before I get into the products that I have in front of me, I just have to say this very, very quickly. The Too Faced Better Than Sex Mascara, get out. Get out. Please leave us alone. Please stop harassing us. Please be discontinued. You are the worst thing I have ever tried in my life. You are the worst, and I've tried olives, okay? Please leave. Please leave. That's all I'm gonna say. Please leave. I really don't like that mascara. Anyway, let's move on. So the first thing is my By Terry Hyaluronic Powder. Now, I feel like this was absolutely raved about in like OG YouTube a few years ago. This packaging is like the worst thing I've ever had. I have Revolution packaging that is so much better than this. And the formula of this really takes some finicking and it really takes a lot of time to get to know. I'm over halfway done with this powder and I've only just figured out how to use it. I feel like they need to discontinue this. They need to update the packaging because this is expensive. This is not a drugstore product. This is so expensive. The packaging is unacceptable. By Terry. What are you doing getting your packaging from AliExpress for like a 30-40 pound powder? Mind blowing to me. I think they also need to work on the formula because this formula, if you add a milligram too much product, you will be a pasty white ghost for the rest of the day. I feel like there needs to be a little bit more wiggle room. I feel like there needs to be a little bit more, just room for a little bit of error because I don't want to have to put a stopwatch on for my baking. It's not great. Now that I kind of know how to use this, I'm definitely a lot bigger of a fan of it, but I really shouldn't have to use half of the product to realize how to use it. And also this packaging, like I know I've said this, but By Terry, girl, you need to get some better packaging because this is unacceptable, babe. It's unacceptable. I love the idea of this. It's like a hydrating powder, and when you put it under your eyes, it really does feel like it's like water. It's like cold going on your eyes, and it is so good for that. I love the concept of this because I have very, very dry skin. I do have some crepey under eye issues every now and then. So for that aspect, I love, but it just needs to be discontinued for a bit, maybe revamp it, maybe just make some changes because the concept is great. But the product itself, in reality, I'm not a fan of. So next I have some cheek palettes, and the first one is this. Now, this was so hyped when it came out. It's the Anastasia Beverly Hills Italian Summer Face Palette, and this is what mine looks like. There are different shade groups of this, so if you have darker skin, you can get a darker one. These two products, really nice. The bronzer and the blush, lovely. This highlight is not original to this palette. I actually hated it so badly. I scraped it out and replaced it with a Revolution highlighter. The Revolution highlight was so much better than the original one in here. Look at that. That's stunning. The original highlight in this palette was thick. Like, it was so thick and it looked like a layer of like chalk on the cheek. What the hell was going on? This original price is like £40. So £40 for 2 good products and 1 abysmal product is not acceptable, ABH. It's not on. It's not on. You need to really reformulate this highlighter because it is awful. It was awful. I was really lucky. I got this on a really good sale a few Black Fridays ago. So, hey, it's fine. But if I bought this full price, I would be still crying. I bought this like 2 or 3 years ago. I'd still be in tears, okay? You can tell that I've really used the blush and the bronzer. They both have good dips in them. Maybe it could be a Pan That Face palette some year. I would be really, really happy with that. But the highlight in this palette is unacceptable. It needs to be just discontinued, maybe reformulated in a different way because, oh my goodness me, the disappointment that I felt was to the bottom of my soul. Really, really it was. It was the first ABH, that is a lie. It was not the first ABH highlight that I tried. I did try the Aurora Glow Kit. I actually panned that. That was my first Pan That Face palette. Even that formula would have been so nice in here, but it was just thick. It felt like butter, but not in a good way. It felt like dry butter. Does that make sense? I really don't think it does. But a brand charging £40+ for a face palette should not have that issue. And next, now you guys probably don't know I even have this in my makeup collection because I hide it. This is my Benefit Hoola Contourist palette. And this is what it looks like. Now, I bought this when I was building my makeup artist kit. And can you tell it's brand new? Can you tell that I have not used this one time? It is literally brand spanking new. And that's awful. The regular everyday consumer does not need this. And this has been on the market for a few years now. I bought this 1 or 2 years ago, like between 1 and 2 years ago. The regular consumer does not need this. They don't. They really don't. The regular consumer does not have 4 different skin tones, and that's okay. That's fine. However, I don't understand why this has been a thing for so long, because I know that so many people who are not working MUAs bought this and have never used it, or have used 1 shade and then realized, why do I have 3 bronzer shades that don't even work for me? Why? And honestly, babe, I get it. As soon as the panini hit, you know, I've heard some people use that phrasing. As soon as we were not allowed outside anymore, and as soon as my freelance MUA dreams were crushed, I never even looked at this again. I thought this was such a good investment for my makeup kit, and then we weren't allowed out, so that kind of got crushed. I actually haven't seen many people talk about this, and it's probably because like everyone shares the same opinions. If you're not a pro MUA, if you're not doing makeup out and about, this is going to be useless to you, or maybe 1 shade is useful to you. The rest, big waste of money. Yeah, I really think this should be discontinued because why? We don't need this. We don't need this. And I've learned that the hard way. Next, I have some products that I have spoken about before, so I'm gonna keep this pretty quick. I've tried to keep this video exclusive to products that I haven't really dissed before because I don't want my channel to get repetitive. But these are the Collection Glam Crystals, and honestly, it does pain me a little bit to say this. I know a few of the shades have been discontinued, but I think the like neutral everyday shades are still out on the market. Now, these are okay. If you're looking to get like your first glitter product, then this is nice. These are nice. However, with the market expanding so much, there are just so many better options out there. This is an outdated formula. It has a really, really thin brush, so you're not going to get much product on. Why did I open that one? So I got rid of the stopper on this one, so it doesn't really apply there, but let's open this. So you're getting the tiniest amount of product. You're not able to like line your eyes with it much. I think they're okay. The pigmentation is not great. If you know Collection in the UK, you know that some of their products are really, really good, but a lot of their products, maybe not. This is definitely maybe not. Since I've tried better products at similar prices, these just aren't up there. They really aren't. These products have been out for years, probably for decades at this point. Maybe just like redo them a little bit. Like, they feel outdated to me. I don't know if that's just me and my personal taste changing, but to me they just feel a little bit like chunky and glunky and gloopy. It's not great. It's not great. I would love for them to like re-release these as more updated formulas. Like, I think that these could be so good, but they're just gloopy. They are a little bit gloopy. They're not very like pigmented. They're okay, they're fine. The brush on them is not good. It splays really, really badly and kind of defeats the whole point of this. I don't know, like, I feel bad saying this because these do have a lot of sentimental value. I do really love these. These were the first glitter liner, well, glitter anything that I really bought and used. So it is sad. It is a sad day, but the glitter itself is like chunky as well. It doesn't look chunky, but I always put this shade on my eyes. This is the shade Cosmic Stars, and it's like a iridescent-y kind of glitter. I put them on my eyes and then I tap them out and I can feel it on my hand. It's like, it's thick glitter. It looks thin, but trust me, she's thick. She's thick. But I feel bad dissing these because, as I said, I do love them. Like, in a way, they're sentimental, so I'm really sorry. We're gonna move on. I'm gonna get cancelled for this one, and I know I am. But please hear me out. I do have reasons. I'm so sorry, but this is the Soft Glam from ABH. This just feels outdated to me. I know it's their, like, staple everyday palette, but to me, these shades, they're very repetitive. There are some very similar shades. Burnt Orange and Orange Soda, they're going to look the same on the eyes. Same as kind of Rustic and Cypress Umber. They're very, very similar. One's slightly darker. These two shimmers, Glistening and Fairy, very outdated. They're more satiny shimmers. And maybe it's just my preference. Maybe it's just, like, look at my eyes today. Okay, I'm not going to be living, breathing, loving this. I do love it. I have sentimental value for it, but I just think that this is a bit of an outdated palette. I feel really bad for saying it. I really do. I feel genuinely awful for saying that because, again, I love ABH. Old school ABH. Everyone loved old school ABH. Okay, come on. Everyone and their mother loved old school ABH. It was such a good brand back in the day. Obviously now, some issues. There have been some issues. A lot of issues, but I think that this could have a really nice modern refresh. I think there needs to be more of a mix of cool and warm tones. There's only Dusty Rose, which is a cool tone. The rest is warm tone. And I know when this was released, warm tones were the absolute pinnacle of like beauty. I know, trust me, I was there. But I want something more. I want to change these duplicate shades for like a taupe. Like a taupe, warm taupe, put warm taupe in here. You guys may know I'm an absolute sucker for warm taupe. I am warm taupe's biggest fan. If there are no warm taupe fans, I am dead. Like I would wear warm taupe every day. So I don't know. Maybe that's the reason why I don't like this. I do like it. It's just not my preference anymore. And while we're still on ABH, I am also going to mention their lip products, specifically their liquid lipsticks and their bullet matte lipsticks as well. They need to go. ABH, please, they need to go, especially the liquid lipsticks. They are the most drying things I have ever tried in my life. I did buy a few. They are long gone. I wanted to be that ABH girly that put the ABH liquid lipstick on, but my lips felt like cement. They felt awful. So then I thought, well, I'll try the bullet lipstick, and that was just as bad. They didn't feel crunchy, but they felt so dry. I know they have brought out a new formula recently, which is more kind of satiny and moisturizing, which thank God for that. But ABH bullet lipsticks that are matte, and then the ABH liquid lipsticks, I feel like I have a bit of PTSD from them, to be honest, because they were rough. And I don't know how everyone was putting them on their lips every day, because I could never. And then talking of lipsticks, again, I might get cancelled. You knew Natasha Denona was going to be in here somewhere. You knew. This is the Natasha Denona I Need a Nude lipstick, and it's nice. It's okay, but it is dry. It is drying. It's so drying. I don't understand why brands are coming out with super drying lipsticks. Maybe it's my lips, okay? I do have a thing. My lips are very dry anyway, so maybe this isn't dry and maybe it's just me. But I feel like there really does need to be a bit more of a moisturizing aspect to this. I know she wants them to be matte. That's fine. But can we make them matte and moisturizing? I know it's a thing. I know it can be done. But this is just dry. This goes for any dry lip product in the year of 2024. Okay, we don't need them. It has been proved that it can be done. I was so excited. Again, I'm not going to go on the Natasha Denona rant, but, you know, yeah. If you've seen any of my videos recently, you will know. And you will be like, please don't go on this rant again. So I'm not. I'm going to spare you. I'm not going on that rant. But this is it. These are some makeup products in my collection. They need to go. They at least need to be like rejigged a little bit. We need a little bit more of a modern spin on them. What do you think? Are there products in your collection that you really think are a bit outdated now? They need to, you know, they need to leave. They need to leave while they're still in favor, okay? Just quietly leave. I hope you did enjoy this video. If you did, like and subscribe. I upload every single day, so I will see you tomorrow for a brand new video. Bye bye!